John Coleman is here directing us today.
John Coleman and Spirit Fingers.
Because, you know, and producer Kurt is actually here. But you watch KUSI News?
Yes.
And John Coleman?
KUSI.
Yes. You know, when he plays his little music when he's doing his thing and does that weirdo dance? That reminds me of Kurt Cunningham.
I expect that dude to pull out a puppet sometime and just start talking with it.
And speaking of Kurt Cunningham, I called Kurt, producer Kurt, last week with a very sentimental little story.
And
he could not be bothered.
He could not be bothered. He was at Baja Betty's.
Yeah, he was at Baja Betty's.
Poppy hour. Are you kidding me?
Well, do you want to know what it was?
What?
Well, thank you for asking.
What is the sentimental story?
So, years ago, like, I don't know, 3 or 4 years ago. Actually, it's more like 15, 20.
Okay.
Yeah. However, time, who cares?
Plus or minus.
When Kurt came down to the hole when I was doing the Wet n Wild down there. And he came up to me and loudly and in front of everybody said, "Girl, you don't wrap your foundation around the back of your ears and your neck. It shows." Yeah, so I had this little line.
Was it Kurt or Summer who was saying this?
No, it was Kurt.
Okay.
But it was Summer talking, but it was Kurt.
Okay.
So ever since then, every time I put on my foundation, I wrap it around all up in here, and every time I put on my foundation, I think about him, like since, you know, for that many years. So I called to tell him, because I was putting on my foundation, wrapping it around my neck, and I called him to tell him that I was, you know, doing that. But he's like, "Go, I'm at Betty's."
At Betty's, I don't have time for this. I don't know what you're talking about. Do you do your, when you wear your little low-cut shirts, do you do your...
Oh yeah, I'm all makeup.
I'm all makeup. If you were wearing a midriff, you'd have abs.
Yeah. I'm all makeup.
Well, you don't shave your chest, do you?
Oh, fuck yes.
Fuck yes.
There's not a... I shave my chest, I shave my back, I shave my arms, I shave my legs, I shave my ass.
You know, I guess that's right, because I did see you with your shirt off at AIDS Walk.
Yes, I shave it all. I don't shave. I am like a hairy little bear. It is not good.
You could be Mr. Bear San Diego.
I could. I am that hairy.
Which is coming up this month.
And yet, still have no hair on my body. Well, I have some carpet.
You have some carpet.
Yeah. Gotta leave some carpet. I think,
I love you.
Speaking of carpets, I'm thinking of going for a shag. You know, the shag carpet?
You're thinking of going for a shag where?
You know what I'm saying, shag carpet, you know.
Oh, Lord. Okay. And do you think...
Crazy, I shave the rest of my body!
Do you think that'll turn on the
I don't know. I mean, I think it's becoming popular again.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Like all hair down there and no hair anywhere else?
No. Well, I think most people don't shave as much as I shave. But I think the hairy bush is coming back.
Well, I mean, to get personal, do you have a hairy bush or do you shave that too?
No, it's trimmed.
It's trimmed. Got it. Okay. In some design, like a landing strip or something?
Sometimes I put in designs.
A bolt for the chargers?
I've done that. I've done a little diamond.
Oh, Lord. That we need pictures of.
I get bored.
You get bored.
Well, okay, here's the true story. Oh, God, why can't I think of his name right now? Louis Sanders. I'll just tell his whole name. He lives in Phoenix, Arizona, and he used to live here. He's the voice of the rodeo.
Okay.
So, you know, he's a big announcer and stuff. So, he still does, Christmas parties every year. And many years ago, he started this thing, this contest, if you will, that when there's a mirror, like, above his toilet, you know what I'm saying? It's just this little kind of mirror. And so what he would do is he would put a little camera in there, like, you know, the little disposable cameras. And the idea is that when you went to the bathroom, you would snap a photo in the mirror and of your
crotch area.
Exactly. Because it wasn't just your dick, it was the whole crotch area. You know what I'm saying? So, and then what he would do is the following year, he would then post all of these photos up on this board, then it became a contest to tell if you could figure out whose was who. You know what I'm saying?
Got it.
So I got into that, and so I always picked mine out like right away because I had a Prince Albert.
Right,
I do and when I first got my Prince Albert, I was one of the very few people. It wasn't popular when I got mine.
Same with me.
And so people just, naturally, because there was a jewelry, everyone's like, oh, there's Ophelia. So to be more creative, then I would do
push design.
Yes, for the Christmas party. One year I did a Christmas tree.
Did you dye it and everything?
No, I didn't dye it.
No dye.
No, I just trimmed it.
Trimmed.
Yeah. That was back before I was anybody, so I didn't really think about my penis shots.
Was that, and so clearly that was back before Facebook, and they'd be posted all over the place.
Now they probably would be.
Now they'd be on some app that you don't want to be on.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, that's.
That's
another
note to self.
bit of information for the viewers
that we never knew about Ophelia.
So how was your week?
My week was very, very good. Very
What did you
nice.
do?
This week, well, of course, this week was the San Diego Remembers Matthew Shepard event.
Yes, I drove by that.
Which was actually really nice. I think probably...
Did you march?
No, I didn't march because, of course, I'm at the center.
Right.
So I'm behind the front desk helping people. But it was so super organized.
Yes.
And this year we had like they had 5 cop car escorts. And
they did.
Well,
like I said, I drove by.
All the hot officers were, of course, there. And I love me some AJ and Officers for Willow. Oof. And
Odie, you're still the only one for me.
Of course. But it was very, very well organized. I'd say they probably had maybe 200, 225 people. And very nicely done. Organized. Quick. I thought it was going to be done.
When they by the flag, I think some of the chorus people were by the flag, and so when they walk by the chorus people, or when they walk by the flag, or whatever. What is that center?
Normal and University.
Right. When they walk by the flag, the chorus sang.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, so I thought that was good.
Well,
I believe. I don't know, because I drove by.
I was surprised. I thought the event was, because in the past years it's been a little kind of chaotic and a little madness at the last minute, but this year it was so well organized, and they were done and cleaned up, and everybody was out early, and they wanted to go party and drink over at the range, which I guess was doing a little after thing for them. So it was really, really nice. I was really, really surprised to see that.
I didn't go. I actually totally forgot about it.
I wore my purple and had a photo taken. I did a little Gangnam Style for
now that is for a video.
Well, see,
it could be on Facebook.
It's a photo on Facebook, but there is no video.
I would like to see a video of you on Facebook doing it.
Speaking of, that photo has gotten several comments today.
Well, that's
people want me to get a hepatitis shot for. That is Tyler. We could call about Tyler S.
Tyler Smittle?
Yes.
Get that skinky finger out of your mouth and go get a hepatitis vaccination. Well.
Tyler, isn't he big in the rodeo? You should know him.
I don't know if I know him or not. I do?
You know.
No.
So
maybe I put my finger up his butthole before. Probably.
Probably, which is probably why he wants me to get a hepatitis vaccination. Boom.
That really hurt my feelings. I would just like to say that you were really sucking my finger during that photo.
I sure was, but you had no problem shoving that finger in my mouth.
No, I did not. You were all...
I think you were trying to put it up my nose, and that's
why do I look drunk in that photo?
Well, probably you were. You probably were. Oh, shit.
So what else did you do? Did your mic?
I just kind of lost my mic.
That was karma.
That is karma.
Karma for being bitchy to me.
I am never bitchy to you.
That is why I attach my microphone to the seat.
Well, my little holder thing is not as big as yours. However,
I've heard that many times.
Of course you have. The little photo out there of you, your poster for the contest,
I did not. I walked in the back door.
Has been modified and wonderful. Wonderful.
Because I made such a big deal about it last week. It was very funny.
I got
everyone involved.
I posted a photo of it on Facebook. It's very good. The one, the only, the incredible Ophelia later. The sexiest Ophelia later.
Yeah, because they didn't have my name on that photo.
Right.
Which I'm hosting the Halloween contest here on Saturday night.
On Saturday night.
27th.
For the country kickers, blah, blah, blah.
And then on Wednesday night, Glitz Glam is hosting that contest.
Right.
And DJ Shane Steele is going to be here. So, now, which I love both of them.
Of course.
This is not against them, because I love both of them. Their pictures and their name are almost as big as the damn photo. I mean, the poster, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, you would think that it is the Glitz Glam and the DJ Shane Steele show. And they're having a Halloween costume contest. That was, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's what their poster looks like. And then you go over and look at, because they look hot. Then you go over and you look at my poster, and nowhere on the poster was my name. Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing. Like,
I think I heard from producer Kurt that this isn't actually the first year that they've done that.
They do it every year.
So maybe it's on purpose.
And what's so funny is when they call, because Mike Saltzman called, and he's like, we want you to host a thing, blah, blah, blah. Don't worry, we'll put your name on the poster this year. And they say that every year, and then the poster got done, and boom, it wasn't there. So, Krishna and Doug was here last week. And so I walked them over and I said, look at my lovely poster. And they're like, they looked at it and I'm like, do you see anything missing? And they're like, no, it looks like a good poster. And then we went and looked at
Glitz
Glams, whatever it is, that Halloween night or whatever. And Doug goes, I see we have a little oversight. And then he calls over Gouda and Michael Saltzman, and he's like, what are we going to do to rectify the situation? This slight oversight. I'm like, slight oversight?
You should get that size of your photo in the most fabulous photo that you have, and then down in the corner they can put...
That's probably the problem, is they can't find us.
Well, but that might draw people in for a Halloween costume contest.
Yeah, for the scariest one. Yeah, that.
Well, whatever, the most made up.
Yeah, so now I'm on the poster. And I'm going to be here anyways.
But what are you coming as?
A lesbian.
A lesbian.
Like I do every year.
Every year. Because it's easy.
It's so comfortable.
It's so comfortable.
Really, what I should do is I should be a lesbian drag queen all year long and then dress up good, or attempt to dress up good.
For an event.
For the Halloween costume.
Okay, there you go.
So did you do anything else?
No, I didn't really. I got a new computer, which I'm very excited about. So I've been working on that.
And it is a Mac, of course.
It is absolutely a Mac. I got a Mac Air, and doing the show editing and everything that I do behind the scenes, because that's the stuff that I do, is amazing now. So much faster than it was. And
really? So you can put up more graphics and stuff?
Yep. Do all that stuff.
That would be hot.
Super quick. And that's it. I'm just looking forward to getting out of town. I'm going to Palm Springs Pride.
I will be there too.
Oh, well, good. Then we'll have some laughs.
It's my favorite pride.
Yeah.
I love that pride.
I love Palm Springs Pride.
I'm going to be working at the rodeo booth in the festival there.
Well, you should come over to we're actually going to be staying in a condo, and it has its own little private swimming pool and hot tub, and we have little grills and barbecue and everything.
Who's
if you
all
want
going?
to. Lee and Trent. Yeah. And Donald. And
God, I hope they don't run around naked like they always do.
Well, no. Maybe only Trent. I don't think Lee will, but maybe Trent. And we don't
put on clothes.
We don't mind so much looking at that. So
I do.
You do put on clothes. And that's really all I did this weekend. Not much. Did a lot of volunteering. I did my reading for the kids, the blind kids.
That was sweet.
Yep. I do read to them once a month on Saturdays. So
that's good. I did the Hoedown on Sunday.
I wanted to talk to you about the Hoedown.
The Hoedown was fabulous.
Fabulous.
I loved it.
Got it.
And can I tell you, I think I'm starting to get a little crush on Ben.
Ben Nichols?
Yes.
Okay.
Just a little.
Got it.
Because we had to have a long conversation about some stuff, and his accent and those eyes. in the middle, I stopped and I go, Ben, I think I'm getting a crush on you.
Well, because he's a little Kiwi. He's from,
yes, yes. And he reminded me that he was married.
To a woman.
And I reminded him.
With a vagina.
Right, and I reminded him that I just had a little crush. There wasn't something that anyone needed to worry. It wasn't like an Odie crush.
Right. You don't want some fucking stalker hater mail from his wife.
No, it was just a little crush.
Right.
Yeah. So we talk about the hoedown when we come back?
Yeah, let's do that.
And we'll talk about my week.
And your week and some other stuff that's going on. Yeah, we'll be right back. We're back live from Urban Moapos at the Copa Bar. We love Urban Moapos.
Yes, we do.
Every month. You know you can find us on their website, on the homepage. Did you know that?
No.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, so they have me on the homepage, but they can't remember to put me on a poster.
I think it's because you're with me.
Just checking.
Just checking. Girl, I love you. You know I do. So let's talk about Hoedown.
Do you know, I'm going to be, I'm doing an event. Well, I'm not doing an event. I'm hosting a thing, well, an event at the Ruby Room.
Okay.
In December. December 14th, I think, to be exact.
Well, you kind of have a little crush on
Seth, I have a big old crush on Sean.
Sean, yes.
Oh.
Sean, Seth, whatever.
But you know what? His wife knows that I have a crush on him.
And she's totally fine with that.
Yeah, she is. Because I was with them this weekend. And I love Brittany. I love Brittany. She's like, you know, she's great. But she knows I have a crush on him. You know,
I love his last name, Cutie.
Cute.
Oh, I thought it was Cutie.
No,
oh, well,
cute.
He's totally cute.
He is totally cute.
little blonde.
Yeah, so I'm gonna be and he kept lifting his shirt this weekend, you know, like because he was sweating or whatever. I don't know. I thought it was to flirt with me. I kept asking Brittany every time. I'm like, see what he does to me, and she's like, I know.
I know. It's on purpose.
He's all like tattooed and. Anyway, so yeah.
Hoedown.
I loved it, and you were saying that a lot of people didn't like it.
I was saying that you are the first person that I've heard that from.
Why did you hear that people didn't like it? Because it was crazy packed.
Well, I mean, it must have been then at a different time because I walked through there when I left the gym to go home, which I'm gonna say was probably about 4:30ish.
Yeah.
And it wasn't packed. It was almost dismal.
Well, the beer garden was packed.
It must have been in the beer garden because nobody was anywhere on the street area.
What I will say about the thing. But the beer garden was good, and I think the DJs were good, and I loved all of that. I mean, I do have some hiccups. You know what I'm saying? That I didn't like. I do think that it was too many food vendors, and I do think that the places along the street where they close that off. That was really a prime opportunity for them to come outside and to do something, or something to entice people into their place of business, which I don't think that people really utilize.
Got it.
So I think that people miss the opportunity to do stuff. I think that the entertainment part, you know, where the stage was, I liked how they kept doing the dancing and the lessons, and that, you know, the floor got really incredibly busy during all of that. I think that Laura Jane did a fabulous job emceeing. So I liked all of, you know, like that part of it. I think there was way too many food vendors because that's really all that it was. It was food vendors. And again, the problem is that on that block, there are a lot of really good restaurants that I think that was taken away from. Baja Betty's, it kind of took away from them. But Baja Betty's had a prime opportunity when they have the patio and all of that stuff to put stuff right out there and to serve something and to get people, you know, to support them. But they didn't, and you had to go into Baja Betty's and to sit down and do all of that. There was not the quick little pick-me-up things. The restaurant right next to them. All along that thing, there was no one that did anything to entice anyone, except for the hot dog shop, which was flawless. Daddies, who brought tables out, had the kids out there, was like out there being social. So people, I think that he got a lot of business, more than maybe the vendors, because people people were going there.
Okay.
So,
well, do the stores not know that they can do that, or were they discouraged from doing it?
No, I think that they knew that they could. Obviously, Hot Dog Daddies did it. The Really Room in that alley made a huge, put a band out there and had all sorts of stuff. So people were actually going down that alley and, doing a lot of stuff, and they were insanely busy all day long. Huh. But it's because they did something. That business did something. So I think really it was a missed opportunity on a lot of people's parts. And I think City Fest is my ultimate favorite event.
You love some City Fest.
I do. And this seemed to be all about food vendors and not as much about the vendors that the City Fest brings in, which I think is kind of a shame. The other thing that I had a problem with is, they went until 9:30, which I think was a little late for a Sunday, although it was Columbus Day, yada, yada, yada. People aren't going to go to that on a Sunday.
Not on a Sunday evening. No.
And like at 7 o'clock, they stopped the country music and started the dance music with a country theme, which was two very cladly twinks and cowboy hats and Speedos dancing on the stage. And I guess because they had a cowboy hat, that was country. Western themed.
But it's not country music.
No, it was not country music at all. Not at all.
Right.
So I think that was a little disappointing. And, but I was in the beer garden, because I was serving them up. But I think the mechanical bull that was in there was a huge draw, and that was like busy all day long. All day long. They had the casino thing that was in the beer garden. There was a lot of stuff in the beer garden which draw people in there. The casino, the parts of the casino table, there were more people at the casino tables than there were anywhere else along the street.
Right. Well, there must have been, because that's what I was seeing. It's not. I walked through it and I'm like, where is everybody?
But it was food. So everyone was getting their food and then going into the beer garden.
Okay.
So, but I still loved it. I mean, I had a lot of fun. I really did have a lot of fun serving them up. So. And
you guys made some good money for the rodeo?
We made some good money for the rodeo.
Awesome. See, that's where I think a lot of people forget that it is a street event or a street fair, whatever, the end of the season fair. But what you guys are actually doing, that money is actually coming back to charity, an organization that really needs it.
Right.
So, good for you.
Yeah, but I like it. I mean, I hope it takes off. But country is kind of it doesn't have the same appeal.
Right. I mean,
but there were some hotties.
Well, I will say this for the most part, that when I was walking through there, the one thing that I have missed about coming to Moe's or Kickers when it's country night are all the guys that I see in the super tight fucking Wrangler jeans.
And there's something about that, and they're putting on the cowboy boots, and that just like lifts their ass.
Yeah, I love that.
Delicious.
All right, we're going to take a break because we have 5 o'clock shots to do, and we'll come back and talk about some other shit that's going on someplace. All right, we'll be back.
You haven't even asked me about my week.
Well,
whatever.
We just talked about your week. It was at the fucking Hoedown.
No, that was Sunday.
Bye. Somebody told me I'm going to have to give a hepatitis shot.
That was for them.
That was for them. Well, we're back. And I so want to know how your week was.
It was fine.
Was it amazing?
Thank you for asking.
Tell me about Monday night. How was Monday?
Monday night is actually going really well. The dating game is actually hugely successful.
I swear to God, I'm going to force producer Kurt to take me down there.
There are more people that are coming. It's going to be a contestant. Yeah, there are more people that are coming down for that. And I have to tell you, because The Bachelor, we kind of pick them early and then we take them off and hide them.
Right.
And then I just kind of get the Bachelorettes out of the audience. And people are just like running up to be the Bachelorettes. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like that much work.
So what if the one that you choose happens to be a straight dude? Because, a lot of straight dudes go to the hole.
I haven't picked anyone yet.
Oh, okay.
But I would not be opposed to doing a straight bachelorette. I mean, you know me.
Well, no, but what I'm saying
And
is...
really, are they straight when they come down there?
Well, I mean, I don't know.
Not.
Nino has his little posse that goes down there.
Yeah, but can I ask? I think not.
What's the price?
I think enough. Well, that's just it. We've been doing gift certificates. So it's a $50, we give one $50 gift certificate and one $25 gift certificate.
For what?
The $50 gift certificate's to Fiddler's Green.
Ooh.
And then the other one is $25 to Fiddler's Green. And then we have a $20 gift certificate to the Hole. And then they get to choose. My thing is that I then let them choose the envelope, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Where one of them is going to get a really good dinner at Fiddler's Green.
Right.
You know, $50 at Fiddler's Green. You can get like chips and entree and cocktails.
And your steak and cocktails.
Good. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? I'm gonna get you some other little prizes that you can give away.
There's some more that people are calling me now. They want to give away.
Well,
prizes.
because I think it's a great idea. I would totally come down and do it, but I am not going to do it the Monday that Kurt is going to do it. So if Kurt is the bachelor, I will do it the other week.
Oh, right.
We should do it, then we get free dinner.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, I mean, it's really good. Because if you put the gift certificates together, I mean, then you have
It's like $75. Okay.
We'll cheat and go out.
We'll cheat and go out.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's like pretty damn good. I mean,
He'll know all my
good.
answers.
Yeah. So it is very fun. What I think is very funny, though, is to you know, because it's only been 2 weeks. So this week, more than the week prior, because we only did one, and now I'm doing 2 games a night. The one guy, when he kept asking this one person the question of the bachelorettes, and I knew when he was asking the questions where he was leading, and I also knew because I looked at him, and he was like a cute little boy, you know. Just
Bottom.
was not, yes. But that didn't have anything to do with it, really. But the guy that he kept asking was a rather chunky Mexican, you know, who I knew that he would not talk to this person at all.
At all.
In the bar, you know what I'm saying? And then the other guy that he was like really, really into was this like 50-year-old Aussie, because he was from Australia, you know, together, but you know, had the long hair and the goatee and, you know, the free spirit. And then the one guy that I think that he would have talked to in the bar, you know what I'm saying, looks-wise,
right,
as the one that he like ignored
completely.
Yeah, he didn't hardly ask, you know what I'm saying, he didn't like his answers. And so you know, of course he picked the one, and his questions were good, you know what I'm saying, and you could tell that there was, you know what I'm saying, and then when when I pulled back the curtain and then he saw who he picked, the look on his face was priceless, because he's like, you know what I'm saying?
That's what I want to do. I want to be the bachelor.
Yeah, it was so funny. And then because you know, then that goes to what I say a zillion times over. You can't judge a book by its cover.
Correct.
Because the guy that he would have talked to in the bar is the one that he did not like his answers and did not, you know what I'm saying? And the audience even clapped more for the second guy, and he still, because of the answers, went with. So I mean, I kind of, you know what I'm saying?
So you do 2 a night now.
2 a night.
What? Well.
And the first one, the first couple, it was very funny because he kept going to one of the contestants. One of the contestants I think really liked, like, you know what I'm saying? So he was really trying to get him. And so one of the questions was, which one of these bachelors would you not pick? And he's like, number 3. And he's like, why? And he's like, because he's black. Because he was black. And for a brief moment, that gasp is like what, like totally.
That's what I would have done. Ooh, if Donald was there.
Yeah, so but it was kind of like at the same time, I just find the game totally interesting on so many levels because they don't know who they're talking to. It's kind of like being online. That really, you're talking to someone online because you have no idea who they are, and and you're not thinking of the ramifications until you meet.
Well,
you know
exactly. And certainly of the shit that you might say, and you have no idea if the photos that they're using are correct.
Right.
So they could be a big old fucking liar.
Right.
But they could be the sweetest of fucking sweethearts.
Right.
That actually happened to me recently on Scruff.
Oh, do tell me.
I will tell you a little story about.
Who cares about my week? Tell me about Scruff.
Sorry. So there's
clearly when I was asking about your weeks, you've left this out.
Well, this has been happening on Scruff that I've been chatting with this gentleman for probably.
Do you want to give us his handle so we can look him up?
God, well, I don't remember.
Yeah, we're all pulling out our phones. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Oh, I think it's Eric with a K, but he has nothing written in his description. And
does he have a photo?
He has a photo of a landscape.
And did he contact you first, or did you contact him?
No, he contacted me first.
All right. What does your photo look like?
My photo is the one that we took when we were with Rob Lucas, when we did, when I had the little dog tags in my mouth and from our photo shoot.
Naughty.
But
I think Rob Lucas might have jacked off to that photo.
Well, that's okay. It was also one that.
If you don't mind, I'm hungry.
Okay. It was one of the photos that Chris, little pup Yum Yum, modified, and it's the one that says vote now because we need to. Right. Everybody needs to vote. So I put that one up, but we've been chatting for about a month now, and he has this landscape photo, and I was like, not really interested in talking to him, like at all, because I'm like, if you won't put anything in your description, I don't know nothing about you. It doesn't even say where you're at. The first question I had to ask him is, well, where are you at?
It didn't tell you how this distance?
No, because you can block that on Scruff.
Oh, you can?
Yeah, you can turn that.
Oh, I need to do that.
Yeah, you can turn that notification, that identifier
That's
off.
why I don't get on Scruff anymore, because people were figuring out A, who I was, and B, how.
Oh no, you can turn that off.
They live close to me.
Yeah, you can turn that off real quick.
All right.
So he didn't have anything, like nothing written, and it was this weird, like Star Trek kind of landscape. And we were chatting, and it was all very small talk, and of course I was giving my one-word answers and two-word answers. And then finally he's like, my name is Eric. And I'm like, is that your real name? Yes, it's my real name. Here's my photo. And he sends me a photo. And he sends me a photo of like a model J. Crew kind of photo of something that you could go to Google and type in hot guys in khakis, and that photo would probably come up.
Yes.
And I'm like, okay, you look like you are a Montgomery Ward's model.
Montgomery Ward.
Yes, exactly. I'm like, is this really you? I don't even know, and thank you.
Thank you.
And I don't even know if this is you.
That is why I love producer Kurt. Everyone else pays attention to Aaron and gets Aaron's drinks and blah, blah, blah. Everyone always ignores me. It's because I put my foundation around my neck.
See?
All right, go ahead.
So we get into talking, and he's like, I'm really a nice guy, and yes, it's me, but I have to be very, very discreet because I'm just recently divorced, and yada.
Oh, I'm loving this.
All of these stories, and I'm like, how old are you? And he's like, 33. I'm like, you're 33, recently divorced.
Girl, that is like way young for you.
And he lives in Kensington.
Oh.
So we decide.
Maybe I know him.
Well, we decide that we're going to make a date for coffee. I'm going to meet him for coffee at Filter.
Okay.
And I'm expecting to see this Montgomery Ward's model that he sent me the photo of.
Right.
But in the course of this conversation, after he sent me the photo, I sent more than 2- and 3-word answers, and we kind of had a little bit of a connection, and he likes a lot of the things that I like, and he's very into volunteering, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And so I'm actually really liking this guy.
Right. Oh, this is getting good. This is getting real good.
And we get to Filter, and I'm sitting there, and I've got my Scruff open, and I've got the photo open, and sitting there on my iPhone, and I'm just ready with my earphones in, looking, and I see this guy who is sitting across Filter.
Good.
staring at me.
Good.
And he's been doing it for like 45 minutes. And I'm like,
Well, what time were you supposed to meet him?
well, I was supposed to meet him at noon.
At what time did you go?
I went at noon.
Oh, all right.
I was there at maybe 11:50 or whatever. Got my coffee or whatever, and I'm sitting there, and I was doing a little bit of work, and my phone ready, and I just wanted to make sure that if this is the guy that walks in, this is who I'm going to see. And so the guy didn't show up at noon. 12:15 rolls around, didn't show up. 12:20 rolls around, didn't show up. 12:30 rolls around, didn't show up. And I'm sitting here and I'm looking at the photo.
You're just really desperate if you waited past 20 minutes. That's
Well,
the limit.
I mean, I was there anyways, and doing some work.
Even if I would have had to go to Industrial Grind, I would have left Filter and went to the other coffee shop.
Well, but that place is closed, so they're turning that shit into a restaurant. But okay, so I noticed.
I love how they always tell me how wrong I am. Go ahead. They take pride in it.
At about 12:30, I'm noticing this guy sitting across Filter,
Yes.
staring at me. And
Now,
he
is
had
he
been.
cute?
He is cute in a
Cute kind of way.
not
Your type of way.
right, and not the way that I would imagine.
Right.
Me, I mean, he's doing that flirtatious smile and everything like that.
Yeah.
And so, as you said, it's 12:30. I'm like, fuck this. I'm leaving. I'm getting ready to go to the gym or whatever. So I start packing up my shit, and he gets up and he comes over and he says, "Are you Aaron?" And I was like, "Yes, I'm Aaron." And I said, "Are you Eric?" And he said, "Yes, I'm Eric." And blah blah blah. He sits down. I sit down, and I'm like, "So yeah, that picture that you sent me was not you at all." And he's like, "No, it wasn't, but I couldn't let you know who I am, etc."
Why couldn't he let you know?
Because he is in the witness protection program.
For real! Oh my god, I fucking love that!
Say it again.
He was in the witness
He
protection
is in the witness
program.
protection program, and he couldn't give me many more details other than he would like to take me out to dinner to his favorite restaurant, which is Our Gang Eatery, by the way.
And so, did you? Are you going to?
I think I might. I think I might. And I will be super honest with you, and I know that he watches this show because he has watched every single one for the month that we have been talking.
If he doesn't meet you for dinner, I'll meet you for dinner.
Does he go wear glasses?
And I'll pay. I don't ever pay for dinner, by the way. That except for when I take producer Kurt to breakfast.
Glasses away, glasses
No glasses, no wig. I will say that he is Middle Eastern. He has a Middle Eastern descent.
Oh, I love that. That
And
means they know how to fuck.
they know how to fuck.
Those Middle Easterns. I hope my mom isn't watching this show right now.
Well, I'm sure he's watching this right now, and I'll probably never hear from him again. I just ruined the date.
My mom's been watching the show a lot again.
Oh Lord. Well, we love her input. In any event.
I'm going to give her your phone number. And what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to say, executive producer MJ Talk. When you watch the show, please forward your comments to you.
To Aaron at HSSS.TV. Or maybe she should just text me.
I'm going to give her your phone number and she can text you. Okay. Because she texts me, oh really?
Oh really?
Really? You really have to say the F word in the first 30 seconds of the show.
Hey, you know, we are an adults.
So when are you going to dinner?
Well,
Because me and producer Kurt are going to go to dinner that night too.
we actually made a date to go to dinner
You don't want to tell us.
on a day that I don't want to tell you, yes. Kurt said he'll find
We're
out.
going to get you fucked up drunk.
And it's going to be an early dinner.
We like to eat early.
If
I get a little indigestion on my.
Well, it has to be early for me because on the day that we're going, of course, I'm going to be at the center. So that limits it to 3 days.
Yeah. So we have that figured
That
out.
limits it down to 3 days.
I was just at Our Gang. Can I do a shout out to Our Gang
Yes.
and Rich?
Yes.
So I love Rich too. So I was out there not too long ago, and the last time that Jack in the Box took my potato wedges off the menu, he was very sweet, and he created potato wedges for me.
Yes, he did.
And then in Jack in the Box, put them back on the menu, and I told, you know, Chef Rich, I'm like, my Jack in the Box potato wedges, yours are great, but my Jack in the Box ones are back, so I'm gonna go back there. Well, now they've taken off the menu again. And so I went in there the other day, and I'm like, you know, I don't have my potato wedges anymore. And so he is like, well, clearly the first creation that I created for you was not good enough that you would, you know, like, so he's going to work diligently, he said.
To create some new potato wedges for you.
Right, that I will crave.
Yes. Well, and you know, speaking of Chef Rich, I don't know if you were paying attention to the stuff that's been going on Facebook or anything.
No, I don't watch Facebook.
I don't watch Facebook. Well,
I don't know how to watch Facebook.
It has finally been announced he is opening a new place downtown.
Yay! Yes. Is it going to be Our Gang 2?
It is not going to be Our Gang 2. He is doing it with some other investors, investors who have some success in PB and downtown already, and they are opening up around the ballpark, and it is going to be in collaboration with the people who own Tailgate Bear.
Oh, I like that place.
And it is going to be downtown right around the ballpark.
Right where the library is opening up too.
Exactly.
Okay, speaking of restaurateurs, and now I cannot think of his name. Oh God, and I announced it, so I just don't even feel bad. From the Mission here in.
What was his name? He's so hot.
Yes, he is so hot. The tall, tall guy. I want to say it's Dan.
Oh, Mission North Park?
But it's not Dan. Yeah, it's Mission North Park. Oh, he's way hot. Way hot. And I cannot think of his name, and I feel like a total schmuck. I will think about it at midnight.
You'll go there so you can sleep.
Although oh God, I would give like I would pay for that because he's hot. But I think he has a lover.
Oh,
I think he'll live forever.
He's that hot.
Well, I'm going to hook you up with my super secret, my witness protection date. So
you're pawning off your date on me? Is that what you're saying? On the show that he watches, so he's gonna know.
Which means that we probably won't be going on the date.
Yeah,
I totally want to go out on the date with you. I'm just letting you know that.
Whatever. Anyway, so
whatever. How many Middle Eastern people do you know named Eric? As soon as he gives me his real name, then we can talk.
All right.
Boom.
So going back to the Mission in North Park.
Tom, there you
That's
go.
His name.
There you go.
Hottie Patati. I just found out that he is also a director of musicals, and he is directing the Best Little Whorehouse. Yes.
Oh, in Coronado.
In Coronado. And so I ran into him at the Hoedown. And I got tickets. So maybe me and Kurt will go.
Well, maybe you should give those away as a gift for the...
No. Travis is in it?
Yeah, Travis T.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Well, you can get tickets from him.
See how she is? See what I get?
Yeah, so I'm going to go see it. But it opens in October the 26th or something. It goes through December.
Yeah,
I don't think it's open yet.
They're hardcore rehearsing right now.
And okay, now can I also tell you that ever since I've seen him, and you know what I've been craving? Like craving the French toast from the Mission. The Mission. Yeah. Their French toast. I've been craving it. Craving it. Yes.
Well, you remember Sean Ingram from the Center. That Mission was his favorite restaurant. I love the Mission.
Love it. But you know what else is happening next week? Who I'm gonna go take to the Mission? Jeff S is gonna be in town.
Which means that Michael S. and John B. might be surfacing.
Yes. Well, actually, I'm going to go have dinner with them tomorrow night because they just got a new Rottweiler.
Yes, they did. They posted a lot of photos of them.
And I have been, I am going to be the godmother.
Oh, Lord. Here we go.
Yeah. So I'm going over tomorrow for dinner so I can meet my god puppy.
Your god puppy.
And I'm very excited. I'm very excited. So yeah, so I'm gonna do that tomorrow night. Yeah, so Jeff S is gonna be in town. He's bringing his daughter, which I'm very excited about, Gabby.
Have you met her before?
I have never met her before.
Okay.
Never. But she's very excited, and she loves horses. So we're going out to the ranch, and we're gonna, you know,
And you're like the stepmom. I mean, kinda, pretty much.
God, I hope he doesn't watch the show.
Of course he watches the show.
I'd like to remind you that Jeff S is straight.
Of course he is. To bed.
No. So, yeah. So he'll be in town next week. He'll be here on Thursday.
Oh, well then he can come here and we can tease him. Because he loves it when we tease him.
We do. Every Thursday night when I get done with the show, he's like, did you talk about me this week? And I'm like, no. He's like, why not?
See?
And when I talk about him, he gets all upset that I talk about him.
See? Something to put on Facebook. He just loves it. Is there anything we need to talk about for what's going on this weekend? It's kind of a quiet weekend, actually.
It is a quiet weekend. There's not too much.
Yeah, no, there is not. I know there's a woman's lesbians red hot dance this weekend at the center.
I love my lesbian.
Oh, well, you better go on Saturday. It's the lesbians. They got their dance going on. And
I heard that, and I can't, I'm not going to say their name right, the Range. What is the nightclub?
1202.
It's doing really good.
Yeah, they're doing like some drag shows and things like that. And one of the things
what I'm really hoping is that they actually, you know, because that place has been like a doom spot for so long. So I'm really hoping that actually a spot can go in and they can do it right and keep it going, because we need it. We really do need it.
Well, one of my very good friends is actually one of the primary investors in their whole company. And they have been asking about some drag performers that could go there and be regulars. And I said, well, I'm going to talk to Ophelia, because if anybody's going to know, she would know. And I said maybe Shania and maybe Medina and maybe a couple of others from the Monet.
You're
younger
totally
groups.
Screaming the younger people.
Well,
maybe Summer Meadows would like to go.
Because they were asking for people who might be able to perform things like Beyonce and Rihanna.
Oh, I would love to see Summer Meadows perform Beyonce.
Well, I would love to see Ophelia perform Beyonce.
That ain't gonna happen.
See?
They want to do a drag show Wednesday night.
They want to do a drag show Wednesday night.
Which is...
To compete with Dream Girls?
Well, they would lose.
Well, that's dumb.
Not gonna work.
That's dumb. But anyways,
and can I also can we also do, which I've actually been meaning to talk about for a while. I actually want to give a shout out to, and now I can't remember his name, which is going to be very bad, but you're going to tell me his name because I can't remember. I'll remember. I want to say it's Nicholas, but I think that's wrong. From Pride, the new board of directors who sent us an email.
Oh, that's Will?
Will. I am very excited, and I feel bad that he is the first person on the Pride board for many years since I have been not liking Pride board that has reached out to me to meet for coffee or to lunch. He's like, whatever you want to do, I'll take you. We'll go. We'll meet. And unfortunately, I've had so much stuff going on in my life, which you know, I have just insane stuff going on in my life.
Everything. Yeah, he's in New York right now, so you're safe.
Well, good. But I just want to do a shout out because, you know, I keep emailing him. Like the start of every week, he's like, how about this week? I'm like, yes, we'll get together. And then by the end of the week, I'm like, sorry.
Sorry.
So we will get together. But what impressed me is that he is the first person at Pride that has actually wanted to sit down and talk and have a legitimate conversation about what my beef is with Pride.
Well, and it's the first person that has actually reached out to us since our being on the stage, which is now 3 years ago. Right, Doug is here.
Has a little beard.
Little Doug.
He's all trying to be all bearish.
Right, he's trying to be bear. Well, he's getting ready for his bear dinner tonight. So, so yes, I think that's wonderful. And Will Rodriguez Kennedy, Will RK.
Yes. And soon, I swear, things will calm down.
She will have coffee with you, probably at the Mission.
Yes, we'll go to breakfast. We'll go to breakfast. I'll get my French toast.
See?
Yes.
And you'll oogle.
Maybe I can see Tom, and then we can talk. Tom always puts me in a good mood, so Will probably appreciate that. I'm just saying. Yeah, no, I just had too much going on in my life.
Well,
I'm ready for it to calm down.
It's the winter. Maybe it can calm down a little. Oh, I was very excited, and I want to say that I did get a very fabulous personal invite.
Yes.
To a certain Halloween party this
I did
year.
too.
Well, I think because I never have gotten a personal invite, and I mentioned it maybe a time or two on the show. I'm like, you always get invited to her show, and I never, or to her party, and I never do. But I got one.
Oh,
it was
wait,
very nice.
I think we're clearly talking about two different parties.
Yeah, I'm talking about LaDonna's, and I got a very nice personal invitation from her to come. So,
well, I got invited to that one, but then I got invited to another one.
The Dead Celebrities Party?
No.
No. Okay. Well, there are several
Which
parties.
I don't want to talk about. Which I'm going to go to, and then I'm going to come here because it's on that Saturday, the 27th.
What dead lesbian are you going to be?
Just my same old. I'm not going to the dead person party.
Oh, you're not going to?
If I was going to the dead person party, I would dress as Nicole.
Oh, but she's still alive. Kind of, sort of, but not really.
Yeah.
All right, that's it for us at Urban Moapos. We will see you next week. Everybody be safe. Make sure that you wear your seatbelts when you drive. I couldn't think of anything. I'm drunk.
Well, here you can close with my favorite, which I would like to say. When I started this saying, I never heard it from anyone. Now I've been to many, many, many shows, and now I hear from so many other. Oh,
your driving thing? That's why I didn't want to do it.
If you're drinking and driving, don't drive your own car. Drive your best friends.
And don't smoke.
You might hit a bump and spill your drink.
Right.
Well, that's you.
I love that.
All right. I'm gonna take producer Kurt. Actually, I think it's time for him to take me to lunch. Actually.
Oh, please, girl. Have you met producer Kurt?
We're gonna meet for breakfast, and we're gonna go to the Mission. Yes.
Mission.
Yes.
He will go
across the street to Maria's and look for a new wig because it's time for my, now that it's cooling down.
I need some long hair back on you.
Yes, it's time for my winter hair.
I want to see some longness.
Well, we'll see.
And some feathers. That's in now.
Happen.
It's in. Lesbians, feathers. Yeah, well, think about it.
Yeah, no.
Oh, dead lesbians go south.
I did switch salons this week.
Oh, see?
Yeah, so I'm very excited.
I can't wait to drive everybody to your new salon. Which is called what?
Salon Kensington.
Salon Kensington.
Oh, never mind.
Oh! We have to go. Goodbye.
I have more to talk about.